Is it possible that we have finally gotten our first look at the new Witcher series? Now, it's important to say that these leaked pictures have not been confirmed nor denied by the showrunners who make The Witcher, but after looking at them myself, I do believe that it is 100% on, unless this person is just a master costumer, right? It would have to be someone who is great at cosplay. So we're going to break down the photo, talk about it, and I will explain to you exactly what it means for the upcoming season of The Witcher. What up to all my thug nerds, geeks, and freaks? It's the Don Tony Teflon, and I'm back at you with another one, and this one is first look pictures from the new Witcher season. Now, if you're new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe and click that bell so you can be notified every time I drop a new video. Now, this first look picture comes from the Twitter handle r/NetflixWitcher. Now, again, I must stress that no official statements have been made by Netflix or the show executives, but when we look at this picture, the armor worn by both the riders and especially the horses, which is very important, especially if you are a Netflix Witcher, or just a Witcher fan in general. You know that when you see this armor on these horses, it definitely looks like the Wild Hunt. And I, for one, am excited to see Eredin and his whole posse up in this piece. Now, the image that we're talking about, the questionable image, shows 5 armored men riding down what is supposedly a beach. The armor looks like it's made of rough metals. We can see the spikes, and we see the skulls, and the other ghoulish type things that all push towards this being the Wild Hunt in the end. Now, if you have played the video games, or if you have read the books, then you know that even all the horses are adorned in this scary type armor. Now, the horses appear to be all black, but if we look close, we can see that one of them is white, and the rider holding what appears to be a banner or some type of weapon, some type of spear. But I would say, just by looking at it, I would say without a shadow of a doubt, it's a banner. Either way, this rider definitely stands out from the rest, and I believe that this could be Eredin himself. It would make sense that this is him. We see him surrounded, flanked by the other 2 riders, 2 in the back, 2 in the front. And we see the second rider has the wavy sword, the sword that has the curve on the tip. We see that. All these signs indicate that this is exactly what's going on. Now, again, I must stress again that this is not confirmed by Netflix, so this may not be the case. It could be somebody doing cosplay. Now, if it is, this person is very talented. He needs to be hired ASAP, because we remember the Nilfgaard first look photos, right? Y'all remember those photos? Those were terrible. We all know that. This looks really good. Now, knowing how bad those Nilfgaard armor was, we know that they're doing the redo over for that. So people may say, hey, Teflon, this could be Nilfgaard's new armor. No, we have seen set photos of the Nilfgaard new armor, and we can confirm 100% is not the new Nilfgaard soldiers in this photo. Now, if you're wondering who the Wild Hunt is, let me give you a quick breakdown of them. After the conjunction of spears, they would occasionally raid different worlds. Their raids would sometimes last months, and literally they would travel across kingdoms, just destroying shit and wreaking havoc, pillaging, just running amok and doing anything they want to do. Now, as we all know, the TV show was based on the original books, and due to the show's multiple timelines, one of the best things, I think, the way that the show was shot was the use of multiple timelines. It's truly hard for me to speculate exactly if this is going to be the same exact storyline from the books, or they're going to take things from the books, elements from the books, and go off in their own direction with this. Now, along with the picture, the tweet also included a statement, and the statement said, according to locals, shooting season 2 taking place in the Santu Sands in North Devon. Now, it seems that production, we know, was set back multiple times due to the COVID-19 virus that has plagued this whole world. But it seems right now that production could be up and running. Now, the Wild Hunt is very special to me. I love the Wild Hunt. They're kind of like the White Walkers of The Witcher. Not exactly, not exactly. They're not the White Walkers. They're not undead. They don't raise undead creatures and run around, things like that. But wherever they travel, a cold, cold, cold mist travels with them. Their armor is icy cold. Their weapons are cold. It's just, I love the Wild Hunt. I'm happy to see them. And I do believe that this is a photo from the set. And I think that it looks good on top of everything. The most important thing, right? It has to look good. It does look good from these photos. Now, Netflix has recently announced new casting for The Witcher 2. And I'm going to butcher some of these names. So don't go in the comment section saying, oh, you messed up this cat's name. Listen, man, I'm from Queens, New York. This is the way I speak. Alright, some people got some crazy names. Alright, we know that Cassie Clare will play Philippa, Liz Carr will play Fen, Graham McTavish will play Dykstra. Again, since the images are of the Wild Hunt, I'll give you a little bit more lore of the Wild Hunt without trying to spoil anything for people who've not played the games. Now, the Wild Hunt, or the race of Mogar, have widely believed to be a group of specters galloping in the sky. The common folk describe them as wraiths on undead horses, galloping across the sky and serving as an omen of war. That is why I draw the connection to the White Walkers, because of the common people saying that they ride undead horses. As we know, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, the White Walkers do ride on undead animals, including horses. Now, in fact, we know by playing the video games and reading the books that they are not wraiths. This is just local people making up stories of things that they just don't believe. In fact, they are just elves. As I said earlier in this video, their purpose was to just pillage and go around and just do a lot of crazy stuff to folks. But truly, what they were doing were grabbing people up from different realms and making them slaves. However, eventually, they figure out who Ciri is because of her elder blood and set their sights on gaining her. They want Ciri because of this blood. And from that, I think it's easy for you to see exactly how this would tie into The Witcher, the TV show. Now, exactly how they're going to do it. Are they going to wait for Ciri to be older? I don't know. Are they going to just use the young Ciri that's already casted? I don't know. We shall see how this all plays out. All depends on how many seasons of The Witcher they plan on doing. We know Netflix is the master of ending shows quickly. They do not give you multiple seasons, unfortunately. In fact, they take stuff down too quick. My favorite shows on Netflix are Mindhunters and Bad Blood. And I have not seen those shows after season 2. Still waiting for those shows. And as I said earlier in this video, one of the best parts of The Witcher was the way they used the timeline, the way they manipulated the timeline for their storytelling aspect, and not just giving you a straight up storytelling aspect. So we have no idea exactly how they're going to pull this off, how they're going to use them, but I am excited for them to be in the new upcoming season. What do you think about it? Do you think that these pictures are real? Are you excited for the new upcoming season of The Witcher? I think it's the only show right now that I want to see from Netflix, so I am definitely excited. Please put it in the comment section how you feel about everything we just talked about in this video. And if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this. Please spread this across the realm. And again, please subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.